There's a reason the middle of the field feels smaller when Travis Kelce is out there, and it has nothing to do with alignment on a whiteboard. It's geometry, it's leverage. It's the way defenders hesitate half a second because they know he understands space better than they do. That hesitation is the difference between punting and moving the chains on the money downs. I am Daniel, and today inside RedZone Kingdom, I'm going straight into the tape and explaining why, in my analysis, Travis Kelce should give this thing one more season, and why his presence alone shifts the entire identity of the offense. Watched enough film to know that some players win with speed, some win with power. Kelce wins with angles. What stands out to me isn't just production, it's positioning. He plays the position like a power forward posting up in the paint. I see him stem vertically, lean into a defender's outside shoulder, then snap back across the face with subtle hand usage that never looks frantic. That's basketball-style positioning layered onto football timing. That's not something you replace with a younger, faster body. That's feel. On third down, especially 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 9, I notice how he manipulates sticky coverage. Defenders can be in perfect phase, hip to hip, and Kelce still creates separation without creating distance. He widens his frame at the top of the route. He boxes out. He understands the physics of body weight and momentum. Corners and safeties are running. He's decelerating. That braking ability, that subtle drop of the hips, is elite veteran craftsmanship. That's chain-moving football. I also see how he impacts red zone efficiency without even touching the ball. Down inside the 20, space compresses. Windows close fast. Explosives are harder to manufacture. What Kelce does is distort coverage rules. Safeties cheat inside. Linebackers widen their drops. The defense plays with anxiety, and anxious defenses bust assignments. I've seen him align tight, motion across, reset, then release late into a soft void because the coverage rotated one step too far toward him. That's gravity. That's scheming open by simply existing as a threat. People talk about age. I talk about processing speed. On tape, I don't see a player surviving on raw burst anymore. I see a player winning before the snap. He reads leverage pre-snap, adjusts his split, signals with body language. I've watched him throttle down in zone coverage right between two defenders like he's settling into a chair. That's chemistry with the structure of the play itself. That's trust in spacing. Ball security is another underrated part of his impact. In traffic, in contested catch situations, I see strong hands and immediate tuck mechanics. No wasted motion. In tight playoff-style games, ball security isn't a small detail. It's survival. He protects possessions. That matters more in January than a flashy 60-yard explosive in September. Let me talk about situational football. 2-minute drill, clock bleeding, 4-minute offense protecting a lead. Kelce understands tempo. I've seen him catch a ball in bounds and instinctively turn upfield just enough to force a defender to tackle him in play. I've seen him find the sideline when the clock is the real opponent. That's veteran IQ. That's someone who sees the entire chessboard, not just his route tree. There's also the emotional physics of it. I can feel the edge he plays with. That gritty, competitive energy travels. It sharpens practice. It sharpens preparation. Younger players feed off that standard. And while I'm not here to talk about anyone else, I know what leadership looks like on tape. It looks like finishing blocks downfield after the catch. It looks like fighting for hidden yards on 2nd and 7 in October like it's 4th and go in January. Another thing I keep noticing is how he adjusts against different coverage shells. Against two high looks, he bends routes between safeties with patience. Against single high, he attacks the seam with subtle head fakes that freeze the post defender. Versus man coverage, he leans into one-on-one matchups like he knows he owns the leverage. That versatility keeps the playbook wide open. Don't have to shrink the call sheet, you expand it. From a schematic standpoint, keeping him one more season preserves continuity in the red zone, and on third down, the two areas that define championship windows. I've studied dynasties before. The ones that extend their run usually keep their cerebral veterans around just a bit longer than expected, not because of nostalgia, because of control, because in tight playoff games, experience compresses chaos. Physically, I don't see a player falling off a cliff. I see selective dominance. I see route pacing instead of route racing. I see someone choosing moments. That's sustainability. He doesn't need 12 targets a game to bend a defense. Sometimes 5 well-timed touches do more damage than volume ever could. And here's where my verdict lands. I believe one more season makes strategic sense, not as a farewell tour, not as a sentimental decision, as a competitive one. His understanding of spacing, leverage, and situational football still translates at a high level. His presence alone forces defensive coordinators to allocate resources differently. That ripple effect shows up on third downs in the red zone and in late-game clock management. I look at the tape and I don't see decline defining him. I see evolution defining him. A player who has transitioned from athletic mismatch to mental matchup nightmare. That kind of transformation is rare. That kind of intelligence doesn't age the same way speed does. So in my analysis, Travis Kelce staying one more season isn't about clinging to the past. It's about maximizing the present window with a player who still tilts the field. The geometry still bends. The leverage still favors him. The money down still feels safer with him aligned inside. And until I see the tape tell me otherwise, I'm betting on that mind, that positioning, and that red zone gravity for one more run.